What's up? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am so sorry about what just happened. I had everything set up, and for some strange reason, I hit the live button. Then, for some strange reason, I thought I didn't hit the live button, so I hit the button again, which says end stream. And before I knew it, I had ended the stream. So I am so sorry, so sorry. Oh my God, it's been a long week. Been a long week. So I apologize, guys, for that hiccup. What's going on this morning? It's been a week since I've been live. So how is everyone doing out here in this world today? Hope everybody's doing fine and healthy and well. And I hope everybody is praying for health, good health. So let's get this party started. And this is we're gonna start on the e-begging Ozzy this morning because he said something in this video that I just watched because of Stacy. Thank you, Stacy, because the only reason I watched the video because of Stacy. So thank you, Stacy. What's up, Super? Let me do the shout out first. What's up, Super? What's up, Stacy? What's up? Brian's in the house. What's up, Steve? What's up? Who else I got here in the house? What's up, Willard? What's up, O'Neill? What's going on, Marvin? That's all I got in the house so far. What's up, Beamer One? Beamer One just came through the door. I've been hitting the box of wine. And we're gonna talk about that too, because I got a theory on that one. What's up, Amy? Long time no see. What's up, Amy G? Um, I got a theory on that, Steve. So once I finish talking about the E-Bag and Ozzy, we're gonna talk about that one next. We're not gonna put them on the front burner today because we haven't heard from him in a couple weeks. So we're gonna wait on him until last. But we're gonna talk about E-Bag and Ozzy this morning. Now, Stacy, it seemed like someone, sent some money in Stacy's name or asked for a refund in Stacy's name. I forget which one it was on PayPal. But it seemed like he got the E-Bag and Ozzy in a little uproar. His panties are in the wad because of it. But I did he croak yet? That's what I want to talk about. But don't get ahead of me, Steve. Don't get ahead of me, Steve. Hold on, Steve. Don't get ahead of me now. You kind of stealing my thunder there, Steve, a little bit. What's going on, Van? So I want to play a little short clip, a little very, a couple seconds of his last video, because I want to show y'all the hypocrisy of the E-Bag and Ozzy. And I want y'all to listen to exactly what he's saying, what the words that are coming out of his mouth. And that's the reason why I have the poll up there. Because I think he's a hypocrite. I know he's a hypocrite. But let me play what he said, then you might understand better what I'm talking about. So give me a second. So I had all this geared up before I made that mistake and cut my live off. Let's see here.
be careful. So ask the hog these questions first.
All right, let me back it up a couple seconds. All right, here we go.
Be careful, Stacey girl. Be careful. So ask the hog these questions first. Has he got a permit to build his house? Did he have one when he built his house? Well, he calls it a house. We call it a fucking chicken house over here. Like, fuck me, my pig pen has got lined cement walls and painted. My pig pen.
So what he just stated was we should ask Brian if he has permits, just like we're asking him if he has permits. So that's basically what he's saying. Now, let's get this straight. Did he take that same approach when it came to Jeff years ago, when Jeff was calling out Brian, saying Brian didn't have permits for anything that he was doing on his farm? Did he take that same approach? Did Jeff ask him when he was criticizing Brian, did the E-Bag and Ozzy have permits for everything he was doing on his farm? See, it's amazing to me that these idiots like the E-Bag and Ozzy would try to throw something up that he never did himself, or Jeff never asked him about. You know, and that's why I said the hypocrisy of these people. These people are nothing but hypocrites. Now, what brings us here today is someone sent money or asked for money or whatever in his PayPal, from his PayPal. Now, this is the same guy, the E-Bag and Ozzy, who accused Brian of being an e-bagger because Brian gets support from his followers. Now, the E-Bag and Ozzy, this guy right here, let me put his face back up here again. This guy right here, has a PayPal in which he received money from his supporters. He has a super chat button in which he get support from his supporters. He has a membership, join his membership, which he gets support from his supporters. And his supporters also send him money through Western Union. But this guy right here, this little midget, this little E-Bag and Ozzy, have the audacity to try to call out Brian for having the exact same things that he have when it comes to YouTube. See, this is the problem with this Filipino sector, that is, with these idiots right here. They want to criticize people for doing the exact same thing that they're doing. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that just amazing how we can sit up here and try to crucify Brian for having all these money ways of sending him money, while this idiot right here is doing the exact same thing. But he don't want to be called out for his e-bagging. And I keep saying e-bagging because that's how they label Brian doing it. So I'm gonna label him the same way. Is Brian an e-bagger? He's an e-bagger. Because he had the exact same stream avenues when it comes to money that Brian has. But see, they'll sit over there on that channel and talk about Brian. Or they'll sit over there in Doc Shitbag channel and talk about Brian. But they won't talk about this piece of shit right here, because he's a piece of shit. He's the real e-bagger. Remember, he's the one who didn't have insurance on his truck. And what did he have to do? He had to go beg his followers to send him money so he could pay for the judgment against him. Now, that's what you call e-bagging. Or let's talk about Jeff for a second. See, let's talk about real e-baggers here. Let's talk about people who are begging for money for personal use, as in hospital bills, as in car accidents. See, these are e-beggars. See, this is nothing to do with business. See, this has nothing to do with your YouTube channel and your content on your YouTube channel with people support. See, Brian got a farm, and people want to see Brian on his farm doing certain projects. So they support Brian on his farm doing those projects, just like Jeff did when Brian had the fish pens. See, that's what you call YouTube content and supporting a YouTube channel. See, when you talk about helping you with insurance payments for your car accident, that's not part of YouTube. We call that e-begging. Or when you ask your supporters to help you pay a hospital bill that has nothing to do with YouTube, you call that e-begging. See, let's get these e-begging things straight today. See, what the e-begging Ozzy is doing is e-begging because he needed his truck. He needed to pay someone for not having insurance in the Philippines. See, when Jeff got on his live and started begging y'all to send money to him to help some child that was in the hospital, that's e-begging. So y'all need to cut it out with this e-begging stuff. Brian is not an e-beggar. These right here is that is an e-beggar. The e-begging Ozzy is an e-beggar. We all seen it happen. We all seen him asking his followers to help him pay a settlement because he got into an accident in the Philippines and he couldn't afford to pay it. But he runs around YouTube bragging about his farm and how beautiful his farm is. Well, where's the money? When you have to go through your followers to get money, you ain't living that good of a life on your farm. Maybe you need to stop putting so much money in your house and start saving some of that money for rainy days. That way you don't have to beg your followers to help you when you get into accidents. Oh, you don't have a link to PayPal? Oh, all right. I apologize for that, Brian. All right. So the e-begging Ozzy got more links than Brian has. Because Brian don't have a PayPal link, but e-begging Ozzy most definitely got a PayPal link for his followers to send him money. And Brian don't use the money transfer services either. So I apologize to Brian. See, this is what I'm saying about these people who try to criticize people on YouTube. They are doing just as much dirt as the people they're talking about. Think about it. Let's talk about Doc Shitbag for a second. And he's over there criticizing people for being a so-called e-beggar. But we all seen his original page. We all seen the video he made on his original page where he said he wanted to make a YouTube channel to help people create revenue on YouTube, from YouTube. That's on his original channel. But all of a sudden today, when people are creating revenue for themselves on YouTube, he want to label them an e-beggar. Y'all see how this works? Y'all really see how this works now? These people ain't serious. These people are doing the exact same thing that they're accusing other people of doing. They over there going after Terrence. They're going after Brian. They're going after people who are actually doing something productive with their lives. And the only thing they want to do is criticize that. That's it. That's all they want to do is criticize that. And that's crazy. That is really crazy. See, I don't know why people get this guy here credibility, because he has no credibility. Any man who gets into an accident and have to go to YouTube and beg for money, he loses all credibility when it comes to talking about someone else being an e-beggar. And that's just the bottom line to that. And people who follow this idiot need to wake up, understand. Go back and watch his videos. Go back and watch the video where he's begging. He's literally begging people to send him money. Well, let me correct myself. What he's doing is asking them to loan him money and he'll repay it. To me, it's the same difference. Because he's begging for money. Because he's in desperation. He needs that money. Because he didn't have insurance. He's an irresponsible foreigner living in the Philippines. That should be the title of his channel now. An irresponsible foreigner living in the Philippines. Oh, you took that video down? Oh, I should have known that. I should have known that video wasn't going to stay up long. Should have known that. No. Actually, Stacey, I think one time he said some of his followers who sent him money when he was begging, they were saying, "Oh, you can just keep the money. We don't want the money back." I think I've seen a video like that before too. See, this is what makes me upset. These hypocrites, these people who needs their followers, but sit here and criticize other people for their followers just donating to them. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Yeah, they all need money. They all need money, Willard. You know, they sit up here and they want people to think that they making up, they get all these pensions and they doing great and all this is going well for themselves. But once something happens, you find out the truth. You find the truth out. You find that he's no better than no one else. No one else. And like I said before, when Jeff started going in on Brian about all Brian permits, the E-Bag and Ozzy was sitting right over there with him, criticizing Brian for permits. But when Stacey went over there and asked him about his permits, the first thing come out of his mouth is, "Oh, did you ask Brian about his permits? Did you ask Brian about his permits?" Dude, you've been helping Jeff go after Brian for years, saying that he didn't have permits. So people have the right to ask you if you have permits. Because you was criticizing someone for the same thing. But it is what it is. Like I said, we are amongst a whole lot of hypocrites with these people. I tried to say something else, but I caught myself. Well, Stacey, you know, it's like he got the little small mini piggery. He got the chicken business where he actually selling meat. Where's that permit? He got the goats. So it's like he got all these little entities going on his farm, but where is his permits at? Nah, he's not going to tell you, Steve. He's not going to tell you. He's not going to tell you. But that's why he's labeled the E-Bag and Ozzy now. Because that's what he is, an E-Bag and Ozzy. Nothing but an E-Bagger. That's all he is. Let me remove this off my stream too. I'm tired of looking at it. Is he USDA inspector? That's a good question too. He's selling that processed meat. I wonder, is that approved by the Philippine government? Y'all give me a second. Let me get back to where I was. I had to remove some things. All right, guys, I got 22 votes. I got 22 votes on the poll. Can y'all kind of hit me up a little bit with the thumbs up? I really appreciate it. Give me some thumbs up, please. Hit me up hard. As I have never asked anyone for one single peso since that is a fact. They had to change it to I am a soft e-bag. Right, Brian. That's what I'm saying. You are doing what YouTube wants you to do. You put out content, and if people want to support your content, they support your content. That's the bottom line. That's what YouTube is made for. That's why YouTube gives you so many avenues to make money. They give you a super chat button. They give you opportunities to join the channel. They give you so many opportunities because they want you to interact with your followers. And if your followers want to donate to you for certain things, they have that right to. Ain't no such thing as soft begging or soft this or e-begging, period. There's no such thing as that. That's what YouTube is for. Interacting with your followers, getting your followers interested in what you're doing to the point where they might want to support you to the point where you can do different things on your farm or on your channel because of their support. That's what it's all about. What's going on, Brian? I'm calling you Brian. What's up, Van?
Oh, not a lot, man. I've been since
you okay?
Since I'm a little down, a little under the weather, but I'm going to the doctor in the morning. You know, when GD started all this stuff on Brian about his permits and everything, I was asking the midget, where's his water permit? Where's his house permit? Where's his tax number, BIR number? He got that girl working for him. Does he pay Phil Health for her? Does he pay taxes on her? He had the lady boy's dad working there some, and then he had a little boy working there. Does he pay Phil Health on them? Is it legal to work that little boy? He sells them pigs. He pay taxes on that. He give receipts. He sells turkeys. Does he give receipts? Sells chickens. Does he give receipts? Is that presentable to the BIR? He sells that bamboo. Does he declare that? I mean, he don't do nothing with a permit. He don't show nothing. He got that Airbnb. Has that been inspected by the government officials in charge of that? Where's his permit? He just doing it on the wing, man. He don't follow no laws.
There you go. Bob the Builder. Somebody just brought it up. Bob the Builder. Come and help him build his stuff. No permits. No permits.
Well, Bob the Builder ain't supposed to work in the Philippines.
That's another one. Remember? Oh, that's another one. Thank you, Brian. That's another one. Van, I keep going to call you Brian. Van, that's another one. You know, they always talking about Brian shouldn't be working on his farm. Damn. I see Bob the Builder go working on the e-bag and Ozzy farm all the time.
And you think he's doing it out of his kindness of his heart?
Nah.
He might be getting a little action from you know the goats or whatever, whatever preferred.
I'm gonna say the chickens. How about that? We're gonna say the chickens.
Yeah, he's getting his chicken choked, all right.
But no, I just, when I seen Stacey's video and then I went to watch his video, I'm like, these people just don't have no shame whatsoever. They really don't. They don't have no shame. They have no shame. What you said, Brian, not enough for the midget. He has to up PayPal and wire links. Hey, he want it all. He want to be a true e-bagger.
Well, he gets all these Baclabayan boxes. You're only supposed to get 2 a year. And anything above and beyond that, you have to pay taxes on. Has he ever showed where he paid any taxes on any boxes? No.
No. Has he showed him paying taxes on his YouTube channel? Huh?
No.
I'm just saying. It's different rules for different people. You know what I'm saying? And this is one reason why I stopped watching Doc Shitbag channel, because Jeff is funny. He keeps you going and you can laugh at him. But you know, Doc Shitbag, he don't bring anything to the table but hypocrisy. And you get sick and tired of listening to hypocrisy on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And most of his information came from Jeff, and he's just recycling that same information over and over and over and over again. So it's kind of useless even listening to him. But when you got the Ebeg and Ozzy going over there criticizing someone while trying to ignore what he's doing, to the point where it's like, dude, do y'all realize everything y'all talking about over here with this Ebeg and Ozzy is the exact same thing that he's doing? So why y'all not criticizing him? It's amazing. Well, because he's the friend. We don't criticize our friend. They can do the exact same thing, but we're not going to criticize him because he's a friend.
Well, he's a low educated Kiwi Aussie. They in their own special little short bus group. You know what I mean? They're not supposed to know any better.
Heck, I'm Popeye. 80% of Philippine YouTubers are e-beggars. Oh my God. But no, it's just amazing to me that these people, you know, will sit back and just criticize people. And it's like, you know, it's like, are y'all really understanding? I understand y'all do this because y'all need attention. Y'all are old, you know, you're in your 60s and you so-called retired. You had nothing better to do at the time but to criticize someone for doing what they want to do on their own time, you know, and that's the whole thing about it. If someone want to be on YouTube and make content and do what they do, who are you to criticize that? Who are you to sit here and try to demonize these people? Some won't be doing good deeds. Brian have done good deeds. You know, it's amazing that when Brian did the pig giveaway during the pandemic, everybody had something to criticize about that. But when they do something when they so-called do something good for someone, they think it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for them to do good deeds, but it's not okay for some other people to do good deeds. You know, when Jeff was sending that them goods to the faceless scammer, I call him the faceless scammer. You know, he thought it was okay, but then he want to turn around and he want to criticize Terrence for what Terrence is doing, and Terrence had been doing it for years. But all of a sudden now what he's doing is better than what Terrence is doing. We're going to criticize Terrence for what he's doing, but we're going to salute you for what you're doing. Come on, man. Stop the bullshit. Stop it. It's a Jeff last video made before he got off YouTube. He got money from his supporters, but did he show proof he sent to the Filipino? What video was that, Stacy? You know, I'm actually sitting here talking to Stacy like he can respond through voice. What's up, Paul T? What is wrong with me this morning? I keep wanting to call you Brian Van. Then I'm sitting here, I'm talking to Stacy like he's up here.
Well, Gary, like I sent you, man, it's 100% pure. Don't worry about it.
I'm like, God damn. My mind is like spacey this morning for some reason. Oh, man. Oh, it's about 10 days ago? He got money from his supporters 10 days ago? For what? Why did they send him money?
Christmas wine. He had to get a new cask.
And speaking of the dimwit, so the dimwit been going for like a week and a half, I believe now. So now we're only 17 days away from Christmas.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is that the dimwit box of wine, the dimwit is preparing himself for another hospital visit on Christmas.
Well, I said that already.
You know, yeah, you did say
that. That's why, you know, a couple of videos ago he was like puffing real hard and all this. He's priming it up, man. I've seen them medical fraudsters for years. I know how they work, man.
And you're right, Popeye. You're right. No matter what, they're gonna criticize you. You most definitely right about that. But yeah, when he showed all his medications a couple weeks back, had all those medications on the table. He was looking for that sympathy. He was gearing everybody up for that hospital visit. So y'all can expect within the next 2 weeks for a GD Meade video of him actually in the hospital by himself once again. Now, some of y'all might feel like I shouldn't be saying certain things because of what I just went through. And you might be right. But still, in my situation, I still had no sympathy for him. And still, and I'm going to put it out there like this, still, I feel like I hope he didn't lie to us, if y'all know what I mean.
Oh, I want him to live 2 more years. I want him to suffer.
I know you want him to suffer, but with me, I hope he didn't lie to us. I hope he keep his promise.
Well, you think he's going to? He ain't never kept no promise yet. Shit. I just wish he'd get drunk and fall out of his chair again.
People say if someone wants to send something, it's wrong, but it's okay for them to receive something. If someone wants to send something, it's wrong, but it's okay for them to receive something. I had to read that twice, Beamer, but you're most definitely right. Oh, man. So, yep, he sent money to the Philippines. He said, but he didn't show any receipts of that money. It went to the wine factory. Haven't he croaked yet? Steve, I'm praying that he keep his promise. I am praying that he's keeping his promise. I really am.
Well, they do make stuff here called tuba. You know about that, don't you, Gary?
Tuba?
Yeah. It's coconut wine, coconut liquor.
Coconut liquor?
Yeah. They climb up. It tastes nasty to me.
Is it like that white wine?
No,
wine?
rice wine is like high C juice. Tastes good compared to that stuff.
You right, Papa. He is a joke. Oh, he left a comment on a video 2 days ago. Oh, so he's still kicking there. He's still kicking. GD is a full retard. You right about that. He's a medical marvel. You're right, Steve, because this guy gave away his stuff 3 years ago, he said, to his family because he said he was done. He said he was done.
And it all fit in a shoebox.
Then he turned around and begged for money to go to the Philippines. Oh man. GD's been talking down Brian for 5 years, all fails. You're right about that, all fails. He should change his channel name to GD Need. GD Need. What they promised to keep. You're right about that, baby. What a promise to keep. But I hope he keep this one. He never kept a promise before, but I'm praying that he keep this promise. I know it hurt. It really would hurt Van's feeling though if he kept that one promise.
Oh no, I'd love it. I'd love it.
Oh man, it's God off. Oh, Brian, you don't try the coconut wine? Oh, Brian must don't try. He's like God awful.
It is, man. Look, Gary, if I don't want to drink it, it's bad.
So how they make it? Is it how they ferment it?
Well, they climb up in a coconut tree, and they cut the end off of a tree branch, and then they take a section of bamboo and tie it on to the end of that branch. Put a little notch in a string so it'll hang off the end of that branch, and then the juice out of that leaf will drip off in there, and they come back in a day or two, and they empty the little bamboo thing, and they collect it all, and then they put it in a container and just regular ferment it. I mean, it's got sugar in it, I guess. I mean, I've never seen them do the process, but I had an old man who come every morning in Mindanao. He'd climb up this tree in front of their house. He leased the coconut tree, okay, one tree in the yard, and he leased it. And he was like 90 something years old with like 14 kids. And he go every day he'd climb up that damn tree and change out that bamboo bottle. And he'd come down. I'd give him a cup of coffee. And I wish I could have talked to that guy, but I didn't speak his language. I mean, he don't speak Visayan. He don't speak Tagalog, none of that. He speaks one of them mountain lingos. And he'd sit down, we'd drink coffee, and he'd take off. But I wish I could have talked to him because he was there when the Japanese came. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
He's real life history.
Yeah, a lot of history there. So well, there was no one around him you could translate.
Well, I didn't want to bother nobody, and he got a lot of trees to go. He got all them kids, man. And I mean, he got kids like 50 years, 60 years old that still live in his house. He got to make that wine. He can't be pissing around.
So in other words, he was a Filipino moonshiner.
Yeah, that's exactly. He was a professional.
Oh my God. They say much better to use apple and oranges, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Well, y'all already know I've been locked up before, so I'm already going to tell you. When I was locked up, they used to use oranges and apples to make prison moonshine. So let that shit ferment for a few days, and hey, they'll drink it up. Drink it like it's all good. Get drunk off of it. Well, that's one thing you learn from jail.
Oh man, you can trade a stamp or two for a little bit of yeast out of the kitchen.
You really didn't need the yeast though. Like I said, you get some apples and some oranges and peel them and let them soak. Let them sit there.
Yeah, but it's better if you use yeast. It works a little quicker.
Yeah, but you got to use what you use, all your resources when you're limited.
Yeah, I've never used so many stamps in my life.
Oh my God. Oh man. But yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But no, though. But actually, I'm looking to celebrate. I'm looking to celebrate. I'm just waiting on that day to come when I get that news, that good news, that man from down under have transitioned from down under to down under. When he go a little further down under. Jeff, I know you're listening, Jeff. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I'm talking about your last days on this earth. So
he don't want transition. He likes the receiving end.
Oh my God, man. So what have I been listening to this week? Oh, let me switch up a little bit here. Sunshine Shoulders, he's a brother, true enough, but I'm beginning to think that brother's a real sex pack. I really am. It's like every video I listen to lately from here, he's always talking about why foreigners are coming to the Philippines, and it's got something to do with sex. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm really beginning to think that he's a sex pack. I really am. And I hate to say it because he's a brother, but I got to be honest. I got to call it like I see it. He did a video a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about, why you came. You didn't come for the infrastructure. You didn't, I guess some foreigners was complaining about the infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, you didn't come for the infrastructure. You didn't come. We all came for the same reason. I'm like, the same reason? Yeah, you all came for the same reason, the girls. We came for the girls. That's why we came, and we didn't come for no freaking infrastructure. I'm like, maybe some people did come for the infrastructure. They came for, certain things that doesn't have to do with a female, but he's making it seem like everybody's going to the Philippines about the girls. Some people don't go for the girls. Some people go for peace and quiet to get away from the hustle and the bustle of the Western world.
Some of them go for the trannies.
Well, I'm not. I wasn't referring to that, but my thing is, why are foreigners assuming that all foreigners are going to the Philippines just for a female? I don't get that.
Man,
You know,
man, I came here for cheap beer, beach, and ride a motorcycle all around, and I pretty much done it.
and that's the whole thing about it. Some people just go to be free. You know, they want to get away from America or England or Australia or just the Western world, period, because it's a lot of stress living in America and living in the Western world. You got to put up a lot of high cost bullshit. And it's like sometimes you just want to escape that rat race. Matter of fact, I even heard him say that one time before, that he left America because he wanted to escape the rat race, the hamster wheel, as he put it. But when someone says that they're upset because of, which I do agree with that part, though. Why would you go to a third world country knowing that they're not going to have the infrastructure that you're used to, and then start complaining about it? Now, I do agree with that part. You know, if you there, you should accept what you moved into, because you moved into that. You know, you didn't move into, you didn't go there blind, not knowing that the Philippines don't have this great infrastructure. You know,
Well,
it's to the point where
I'm
it's like, don't complain about something when you already knew the deal when you moved there.
I'm not like a bunch of these little 30-year-old kids and shit. I grew up, there wasn't no damn internet. I remember when the first computer came out. You know what I mean? I remember when you carried uh, a beeper. You didn't even have a phone. It go beep beep beep, and you go to a payphone and call them. Yeah, man, what you need? I mean, we didn't have them luxuries. It doesn't bother me that they don't have stuff here.
Right. Well, I'm at the point where I grew up because the internet took off in the early 90s, the early part of the 90s, where the internet really took off. So in the 80s, we didn't have internet. You know, some people did have internet, but you had to be able to afford it. You know, you had to be able to afford computers, desktop computers and stuff like that, which we couldn't afford all of that. So, you know, yeah, I can live without it. But Popeye, you're right. You know what? You're right, Popeye. But some people do go to the Philippines for the girls. But I'm gonna give people the benefit of the doubt. Everybody don't go there for the girls. You know, some people do go there to get away from the Western world. You know, and Brian said 50-50. I would say, if I had to put a percentage to it, I would think 60% of the people who goes to Asia goes there to get away from the Western world rat race. The other 40%, they might go there for entertainment purposes, you know, for the nightlife. I'm gonna be very kind and say the nightlife. So, you know, but my thing is, why criticize everybody thinking that everybody goes there for the girls, though? And that's not true. You know, that's not true at all. You know,
Well, I got a little of that yellow fever. It ain't no problem. I mean,
no.
my second wife was a Panay, and I learned from her about the Philippines. But I also always knew, if I really want to, I can go to Anglo City and boom boom. I can fly to Ho Chi Minh and boom boom. I can fly to Pattaya, boom boom. You know what I mean? And it doesn't cost anything when you're over here to fly there. It's minimal, man.
Right. Well, my thing also, and I get the older guy thing also. I know a lot of older guys, because in the Western world, I know when you get to a certain age in the Western world, in they're not really attracted to older guys. You know, unless you go find somebody your age and she's half dead, like you half dead. And a lot of guys
Fuck
who are
you.
older, a lot of guys who are older don't want someone who's half dead. So I get that part too. And I get there are people who are older who want to go and really try to relive their youth or try to get their youth back and feel like a man once again. And so they do go travel to Asia to meet Asian women who don't look at their age, who don't see a 65-year-old man, you know, or a 70-year-old man. They see somebody, they just see a person, or they see a person who can take care of them, and
They see ATM on mobile.
Right. So it's like you going and you get a trade-off. You know, you get someone who's younger, who's going to respect you and make you feel like a man once again, and you kind of, you know, take care of them on the
Well,
opposite. Yeah. So
like I tell Ted's sister, this is the Philippines. There ain't nothing free.
you're right about it. Ain't nothing free nowhere in the world. There's a
That's
cost to
that's
everything.
that's right, man. It don't matter where you are, nothing's
Yeah,
free. It's
but
everything gonna cost you.
there's a cost. There's a cost. But like I said, I just think that everybody deserves their own opinion, and I don't think no one should say that everybody came to the Philippines for the same reason, because everybody's not in the Philippines for the same reason. They're not. Everybody's not there just for the girls, you know. And I thought when he said what he said, I thought he was kind of outing himself, and to me, he was basically saying that he was a sex pack. That's why he went to the Philippines, for his sexual desires. And be honest with you, he have done something that I really disrespect. I really don't like, because he has multiple kids by different.
Multiple baby mamas.
Yeah, right. And I think that right there alone kind of make me feel a certain way about him. Because my thing is, why go to a country and spread your seeds, and you're not going to be responsible for those kids, in a sense. And as a black man, when you make these Black Asians babies, you put them in a certain situation. You know, especially females. Females are, because I've been kind of looking at these channels over there. Females are so disrespected because they're mixed kids, and they're and it's not fair for you to go there and keep making these babies.
Being mixed is not a necessary curse here. You know, you look at their TV shows, and most of or a lot of their stars or well-known personalities, they're like part Filipino, part Australian, part English, part Filipino. They want that long nose, not that Ungor monkey nose. They don't want that flat nose. They like that long nose, light skin, and that's to their advantage. But then that's a small percentage of the half people. You know what I mean?
Well, the Philippines is a little different than, like, if you go to Korea. Korea is different than the Philippines, because Korea, they want purity. They don't.
Oh yeah.
Mixed. They don't want no white mixed in there. They don't want no black mixed in there. They are pretty much their culture.
My brother's married to a Korean woman, and there ain't no way a Korean guy is gonna take a half a woman to his mother. There is no way that's gonna happen. The mother would disown her son.
Yeah, and that's why it depends where you're at. I think Japan is pretty much the same way, where they have that same work tradition where they want, if you are mixed, you're kind of
if you got gene, you'll never be Japanese.
Right.
You'll never be accepted. They'll deal with you, but you won't be accepted. You got genes.
And that's one thing about Asia. Now, if you go to the Philippines, they accept it. Now, in the Philippines, let's be honest. Now, in the Philippines, they will accept it more if you're mixed with white than if you mix with something else.
Yeah.
You know,
light skin, man.
Yeah, right. Because of light skin. I think Thailand, Thailand's the same way as the Philippines. They really be mixed with white than anything besides white. So it all depends. But Korea and Japan, they don't give a damn. You can be meant for white, black, purple, blue, and green. They don't care for it. They don't want none of it. None of it. So it is what it is. But I just think it's fascinating when I see foreigners in the Philippines saying certain things. It just makes me think. It's like, what is your purpose there? You know, is your purpose there really to improve your life, or you just go there just to have babies? You know, like your boy Revis. Revis, he got what, 3 kids, 2 kids? You know, he just making babies also.
Yeah.
So it's kind of strange to me that we actually sit here and we allow people to judge other people while you are there doing some stupid shit yourself when it comes to the culture in the country you're living in. One person I will give a lot of credit to is Mainstay. Road. Is it Road? What is that channel? Road? Is it Road?
No, I know who you're talking about.
I will give him credit because he actually got both of his kids living with him, and he's pretty much raising both of his kids. And he got a Dalawa living there too. Got one on the side living at the house with the woman with the kid. Well, we're not gonna get into that part of the lifestyle.
Hoy. Overstay Road.
Overstay Road, right. Overstay. Now I give him credit because he has his child living with him. He has one of his baby mama taking care of the other child that he got by another Filipino, and I give him credit for it. You know, I give him a lot of credit for that. You know, he's doing his duty as a man who made multiple kids in the Philippines. He loves both of his kids, and I give him credit for that.
Hey man, I raised my kids 30 years ago. I don't want to be doing that again. No, thank you.
Well, I don't think he has kids though. I don't think he have any kids in America. I think the only kids he have is by the Filipinos.
I don't know. He might have one in Thailand.
You think he got one in Thailand?
He was married in Thailand. He says he was.
Oh, he was? Oh, he was married in Thailand?
Yeah.
Didn't know that. That's new information.
That's why he always goes to Thailand.
I thought he was going to Thailand for the girls.
Hell, he got 2 in the house. Is he crazy?
Well,
why pay for it and not drive it?
Well, the thing about that is he seems like he's a greedy guy though. He's one of these greedy guys. You know, he want more and more and more. If you notice, because I have noticed through his channel through the years, he switch out his partners except for one. He have had several different partners with his current girl.
Yeah, there ain't nothing with there ain't no problem with a little buffet action every now and then.
Well, she's cool with it, so I guess he's cool. If she's cool with it, it's all good.
Well, that's what I tell Ken,
Oh, yeah.
I say, look, baby, you need to give me Dalawa, honey, because you just want to play Mobile Legend, and I just want to play house. And that way I can play house. I'm happy. She eats good. She's happy. And you play Mobile Legend. But Ken don't go for it.
I didn't know he was from Georgia. Are you from Georgia? I thought when he came home, he went to Alabama. Was it Mississippi? When he came to the States, I thought he was in Alabama, Mississippi.
I just know he's from the South.
Mamas. Drew Nordine, he has plenty of baby mamas too. No. I don't know. I don't know.
Look, Chief Mong, he's still hung up on Boom Boss in Thailand. You mentioned Thailand, and that's what pops into his head. Boom Boss. Oh, Sonny, that little German bastard.
Drew is Brevis. Oh, that's Brevis. Oh, that's Brevis' real name? Drew?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh yeah, he has been. Where's Brevis? I haven't seen him in a minute. Is he still hanging around?
I was watching something. What's that goddamn guy's name from Australia that Barry Jordan led with? Real Deal. Boy, I mean, you watch him, he looks like he's straight out of the prison yard. And Butthead was on there talking, blah, 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 blah. And some dude from Chicago named Jerry, he knows everything. He's Mr. Money. Shit.
I seen I was looking at not Old Dog New Tricks. Was it Old Dog New Tricks?
Well, yeah, he's out of Dumagetti. Well, Valencia.
I think he was in the hospital or something. Was it him? The one with the Filipino who does content also on YouTube?
He was getting a cataract surgery.
Paul is his name, right? Paul is his name.
Yeah.
I thought he was in the hospital for something else.
No, he was getting he might have been. I don't know. I don't watch him all the time, but he was getting cataract surgery, and he wasn't getting over his cataract surgery so well. Like he got a infection, a sideline infection. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his name is, I think, Paul McGill.
Brian said you running neck and neck with GD with that cough, man. You better go. You might be.
Well, see, mine has to do with kidneys. Okay, my lungs fill up because my kidney doesn't process enough fluids out of my system. And there's a side thing, it goes into your lungs. It causes pleurisy. And that's why I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. Because like my feet, they're so swollen. If you know anything, stage 4 edema, you push your finger into your foot and the fingerprint will stay there. You say 1,001, 1,002. Well, you go to 1,004, that's 4+ edema. Both my feet are 4+ edema and plus more. Okay. I mean, they're full of fluid, and that's because my kidneys aren't working so well.
Well, you need a table full of medication like GD then.
No, I just need a Filipina that's a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, so that's why you want to play house.
Yeah, pull that stuff out of there under suction, man.
Oh, thick blood. What is that? Where you got thick blood? What is that, man?
Say what?
You the nurse. Will it say Old Dog had thick blood?
I don't know, man.
Now you the resident nurse here. Now we turn to you for this medical information. You have to.
I'm not a hematologist. I'm not a blood doctor. I mean, come on, man. He got. I remember him saying something about blood. His blood was thick, and I was like, "What the what?" And that, all I could think is, you got your prothrombin time, the clotting time of your blood, and you have specific gravity. I don't know what thick blood would be, man.
Well, we got what's going on. So you need a kidney, a new kidney. Then we got Brian said whiskey will dehydrate you. So try that. Try some whiskey.
Look, Brian. I drank gin for a while. Fuck. Back in 2020, I wound up in the hospital for a week on an IV getting potassium. No, I don't. No, I have a little whiskey every now and then, a little gin every now and then. That's it. Look, when I left America, I got a call at the house, and it was this lady. She said, "This is nurse so and so, and I'm calling to give you your appointment schedule." I said, "What are you talking about?" And she said, "Well, this is a kidney clinic, and your doctor called and said to give you an appointment." And I'm like, he didn't tell me. He didn't tell me nothing about this. And when the doctor when you're private physician makes you an appointment at the kidney clinic, they go on for dialysis.
Oh,
And I said, well, you can cancel that appointment because I got a plane heading to Manila here in a couple of days, and I'm taking that. See ya.
So you never thought about having dialysis?
Hell no.
It
I'm
kind of
Ken's dad gets dialysis. He's had dialysis for like 8 years. I remember when you got the diagnosis of dialysis, kidney failure, you got about 6 or 8 months to live. But now they live a lot longer. But
yeah.
man,
Unfortunately, my sister-in-law, she when she passed, that's one of the reasons why she passed. Because actually they had her on the dialysis machine up until the day she passed, because they took her off because they said that she couldn't live. She was going, as soon as they took her off, she was going to pass.
Her lungs probably filled up with fluid. In turn, she got pneumonia, and then she basically drowned, and that's what's going on with me. But I know it, you know.
Yeah, but the thing about that is, man, you know this shit. Why you ain't trying to do the right thing?
God damn, man, how long do you want to live?
I want to live as long as I can. I ain't gonna lie. I want to live this earth as long as I can.
Now, Gary, if she had dialysis and you saw her before she went, and she goes to dialysis, then she comes home after being on that machine for hours. She comes in and she's tired. Right. She don't feel like doing shit. I mean, that ain't no way to live. When I can't do crap, I don't want to live. Piss on it, man. I've always been a mover.
I can understand that part too, but I just feel like, that only lasts for a few hours, then you get your energy back, though. You know what I'm saying?
No. You go to the house and you sit in the lazy boy and you fall asleep watching Price is Right. And that ain't no damn lie for me.
Right. I got you. Well, like I say, some people, like myself personally, I ain't gonna lie. And some people are not afraid of death. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm afraid of death. I really am. All you do is tell me one thing, and I try to change my entire life. Like right now, I'm like almost 260 pounds, and I know I got to lose fucking weight. So it's like, starting tomorrow or starting whenever, I'm gonna get off this weight, because I already know, that affected my health as a 55-year-old man. That's not good for me. So it's time.
I can tell you the crash diet method.
Nah, I'm not. I don't need to go there.
You don't even got to go to the gym. Just go down to where the girls are on the corner, man.
We're not gonna go that route. We might go the route of fasting a little bit, but we ain't gonna go the right crash diet. No, not.
Hey, you see this Steph Mads. If bad kidney, then no alcohol. Well, that ain't how you spell alcohol, at least not in America. I don't know what country how you spell it that way, but they evidently don't know me too well. I have Red Horse or Jack for breakfast.
I'm 5'10", Brian. I'm 5'10". I need to get down to like 200 pounds. That's my goal.
You're 5'10"?
Yeah. So I want to get down to 200 pounds at least.
Hell, I'm 5 and 10.
You 5 and 10?
Yeah, I lose my balance sometimes going down the stairs.
You on silent, Brian? I mean, Van.
I'm on silent.
You stopped speaking in the middle of a sentence. So I figure you hit the wrong button, the mute button.
No, it's a damn Chinese phone. I told her to buy me some headphones earlier today.
Oh, damn Chinese phone, huh?
Yeah.
Willis, I lost 80 pounds in 45 days. I lost 80 pounds in 45 days. Willie, what kind of diet was you? 1 can chicken noodle, 1 can chicken noodle, and 1 can of tuna a day. That's all you
Yeah,
ate?
I knew a guy out of Louisiana, man, and every day at lunch, that's what he ate was a can of tuna fish. And I mean, he was in shape. Let me tell you.
Now, when you say you ate a can of tuna, did you mix that with something, as in like mayo and relish?
No,
Or you just
this
ate
guy didn't. He just sparked it out of a can. No bread, no crackers, no nothing. Can of tuna fish.
Brian. I wish I was like 6'2" at least. But you ate straight out the can. See, that's something I can't eat out the can straight. Tuna. I can't do it. I got to mix it, blend it with something. I can't just eat tuna out the can.
Hell, get a can of whipping cream, put on the top. You'll be all right.
But 80 pounds in 45 days, that's a lot. That's a lot in 45 days. That's a whole lot. And crackers. That's a lot.
Crackers are like bread, carbos. So, the tuna fish is just protein. You're eating just protein. And you'll lose weight that way. But when you throw in them carbos, but your body just sucked them carbos up, man.
I rather fast though. I can fast. I can fast. Lately, my mind haven't been too my willpower haven't been too strong lately. But a few months ago, I was fasting like I could fast like up to 48 hours. But now it's like every freaking day I got to eat. I don't know.
I quit. I quit fasting decades ago, man. I quit getting in that stuff. So I don't fast no more.
So you just like eat. What's up, Popeye?
Van,
What?
you want my beeper number?
Fuck. Yeah, I'll call it tomorrow.
Okay.
I want you to tell Allo when he's up here, he needs to give me a damn red horse.
That's
I don't want no
deal, man. That's a done deal. Okay.
I don't want no grab delivery, none of that shit. I want him sitting across the table. He can drink that German beer he drinks. Or whatever he's drinking that day.
It said, just put some hair around the tin and use your imagination. I don't know about that, kitty.
Hey, I got an invitation for you, Gary.
What's that, Papa?
All right. This month, I'm doing a Locked Up Abroad live stream.
You're going to bingo.
2nd edition. This is for the Hobgoblin, Barry Jordan, who's in detention. Okay?
No.
It'll be his 2nd Christmas. And I would like you to come out to the live stream and, come on the live stream and give Barry some tips that will help him out in detention and when he goes to real prison. Okay. Could you do that for me?
Well, I could do that.
I mean, I like to invite experts. Okay.
Well, I could do that, but the thing about it is he's in a Filipino prison, which is a little different than American prison. An American prison is compared to a Filipino prison is like living in luxury.
Yeah, but he's on his way to a much harsher prisons.
He's going to the real school. He ain't going. He getting out of kiddie school. He ain't gonna be in preschool no more.
And he's gonna need some tips from somebody who knows.
Well, only thing I can tell him by just listening to that, I looked at a couple of documentaries on Filipino prisons. Only thing I can tell him basically is, I hope he got a girlfriend on the outside who can keep him fed.
I was going. Hey, Popeye. I think he's got it figured out, man. He's gained weight and he ain't smoking or drinking while he's in there. And that's better than he was doing outside. So I think he got it figured out pretty good.
Yeah,
but they gonna send him. They gonna send him to the real school. Okay, he better learn how to dance so he can be in one of them dance groups with the Filipinos. Be a brother.
I thought it would be kind of funny if you came on and give tips about soap on a rope, how to make wine in a toilet, all that good stuff.
But see, that's the whole thing about it. If he was going to an American prison, I could be giving that advice. But
But see, that's universal. Wine in a toilet, how to make a shank.
yeah, the shank part is.
Hey man, hey, now Popeye in the Philippines, they just get it smuggled in via the guards, man.
Oh,
There ain't none of that bullshit. And a shank, what you want a shank for when you get a 9mm with some caps inside brought to you?
Hold on a second, guys. Well, Brian, yeah, that's like a low carb diet. That's a good diet also. Right, also, because I eat a lot of carbs. That's my problem also. But when it comes to giving advice about what to do in prison, just looking at the documentary I seen about the Filipino prisons, to me, it's like it's wide open anyway. There's really no security, so he can get anything he wants. He can get knives in. He don't need to make a shank. He can get a knife in if you really want to.
Yeah, you can get a bolo. My God, they're a foot and a half long.
Right. When it comes to alcohol, from what I've seen in that document, when your family bring you food, they can bring you alcohol also. So
yeah, but see, with
Bring
my live
you some
stream,
Tanduay.
with my live stream, I'm going for a little bit of levity.
Okay. I got you. Well. He loves Filipino women, so I'm pretty sure he can easily adapt to, the lady boys in prison.
Yeah.
Well, they'd probably be the ones that had the food too, so that might have a two-way hit on it. At least he'd be getting some protein.
Oh man.
Well, can you speak the language?
He does good to speak English.
His English is rudimentary at best, so learning another language is going to be rough for him.
So let me ask you a question, though, Popeye. I thought it was deported. I thought he was in like detention to be deported.
He is, and he's also has charges on him for cyber libel.
And they're holding him in a deport. So if the cases get null and void, he just goes and gets deported. He's there ready to go. But he got him a bus ticket for the big house.
He goes to the big house first, though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the guy is the biggest shitbag that ever graced YouTube kingdom.
Well, like I said, the video I seen of him when he was having sex online with this Filipino, I'm like, dude, who does that? Or really?
I have no frigging idea, man.
I'm like, really? You're sitting here having sex online with this Filipino? I'm like, who does that? I'm like, that shows you how much of a scumbag he really is.
Yeah,
he really just didn't care.
He's right up there, man. He's right.
I remember when he was begging for money to get him some teeth.
And then he hawked.
That was like 6 years ago.
He hawked the teeth. Okay?
He hawks the teeth.
Yeah. Now you know how brothers are about their grill. They got to have a good grill. So I know you're gonna laugh your ass off at that story.
Well, the thing about that is, to me, hawking your teeth. It's a you beg for the teeth, and then you end up hawking your teeth. To me, it's sad in a sense. It's funny, but it's sad because it's to the point where you're that broke that you have to hawk your teeth.
I mean,
it's sad. It's sad to me that you can hawk them.
You can't make this shit up either. He does it right online, man. You can't make this shit up. He does.
What can you do with the teeth? What if you pawn your teeth? The person who gets the teeth, what can they do if they don't come back? What
dude, Filipinos are very have great ingenuity. They can, they can make a turd into a golden brick. Okay, I've seen them do it.
Well, I guess the way I'm thinking, my Western mind is telling me that it's just gross to try to put someone else's teeth.
Oh yeah, he's the type of guy that opens the family photo album to get a date to the prom. Okay, he is from Alabama.
Y'all do me a favor. Y'all do me one big favor, guys. Please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button for me, please. I really appreciate it. Help support the stream a little bit for me. I got 30 votes. Can I get 30 thumbs up, please? I really appreciate it.
All right, I'll give you a friggin' thumbs up.
I appreciate that, Popeye. Thank you for contributing to the live.
But here's the scoop. Here's the scoop on your boy Drew Naughty, okay, aka Brevis. Let's see. This guy has knocked up 3 different women, has 2 babies. The third chick lost her child. Okay, it was a miscarriage. And I tell you, the guy's a train wreck. He keeps, dipping his wick in all these different Filipinas. Sooner or later, family's going to come out and end him. Okay, that's what happens to guys like the Drew Naughty of the Philippines.
Or they're going to pass the divorce law here, which that means child support automatically. Them Filipinos will be saying he's the daddy. He'll be paying child support on 3 kids, and he won't be able to leave the country.
Yep.
Well,
he's a train wreck waiting to happen.
It goes back to the hypocrisy, though. It goes back to the hypocrisy of Jeff and his followers. Because Beavis was a big follower of Jeff, and Jeff knew that. See, this is what kills me about these people. They'll give people like Beavis, people like Mitch, people like the E-Bag and Ozzy. With E-Bag and Ozzy don't have any kids. He's married to a chick, but I mean, chick is her name, not chick with a dick. But anyway, different subject. But
totally,
but they give them passes while they're out there doing the same thing they're accusing other people of doing. Brevis is a sex pack.
I don't give none of them passes.
No, not you. I'm talking about Jeff and his idiots over there. And they give them passes. And it's like, why are you giving these people passes? If you're talking about this man, you should be talking about them too. Mitch was the biggest sex pack in the Philippines at one point in time, and it's to the point where it's like, dude, you go get this dude to talk about Brian, but what made Mitch even better? He's a sex pack. Brian got a wife. Mitch just went around messing with young girls. And that's why he never was able to stay in the Philippines long, because he was messing with them young girls.
I told the guy that's in Pattaya right now, who actually shouldn't be in Pattaya, A, because of his condition, and B, because of his proclivities. I told him there are basically only 2 kinds of people that go to Philippines, Thailand, these places. There's the guy that's going to go over there. He really wants to meet a Filipino or a Thai girl, and that's what he wants. He wants to get married. There are those guys like that.
Right.
And then there are those guys that want to go over there and live the nightlife. Okay?
Yeah. But after staying in his aunt's basement for 7 years, he's just happy he's gone. He don't give a damn. She was up there waving at that Greyhound bus as it left.
Hold on one second, y'all. Brian said the owner of Mitch Land came by the other day. Guess he's back in Australia. Oh, Mitch is back in Australia now? So Brian, the owner is the lady. Are you talking about the lady that Mitch went in business with? Not business, but her name was on the deed. And that's what you're talking about when you said the owner?
So,
okay, the female. Oh, so the female came by. Okay.
So I asked him, I said, which one are you? But see, I already knew the answer to the question. I know which one he is. And he kind of smiled and he said, well, I'd like to find a lady and settle down. And I started laughing. I said, okay, and I didn't go after him or anything. I said, okay, I let it hang like that. Okay. Because 9 times out of 10, all these guys, they hang themselves online with the stupid crap that they do over there in Pattaya.
Hey, man, he can't, on his little bitty check he gets, even if he been saving money living in his aunt's basement, he can't afford a hooker very long. So that's maybe a once a month trip, right?
Yeah.
So he's
Well,
out of luck. He ain't getting one to keep for damn sure.
and he's out there e-begging like a big dog, to support his lifestyle, you know. And so when you come on YouTube and you got you got a super chat, you got a PayPal. Hey, look, in a sense, it's e-begging, okay? Because you're saying support my channel, but then there's e-begging and there's e-begging, okay? Now, I'm not going to support some friggin' dude that wants to go out and screw, a bunch of different women and have a great time all night and get drunk and ruin his health. I'm not going to support that. What I do support is one Filipina channel that I do support. And I support her channel because every month she does a feeding the kids program.
Okay.
And
Oh, Papa, it's because he's out there doing something with the live body, and you having to ride the little go kart
yeah, I
down
got
to
to
the
ride my
bingo
little
hall, man.
to the bingo hall. Yeah,
You jealous? He
yeah,
living big time. He's out of the
he's
basement
living
talking
big
to a real body.
yeah. So I support her because I like to see the kids in the Philippines get fed.
Well, that's good. That's
And when you were
that's the
talking
kind of-
about the kids in the Philippines of mixed race, okay, what they call them is dust in the wind, okay, and that means they don't matter.
right.
It's like mind over matter. They don't mind because they don't matter in their society. That's the way it is. And if you definitely, when I was there in the 80s and 90s, I've seen it in Subic City, I've seen it in Barrio Barreto. Uh, the kids that are half black, half Filipino. Oh my God. Those kids get treated worse than the kids that are half white
Yeah.
and half Filipino. I mean, they get treated like fucking dirt. All right.
I know, which I'm kind of confused, but I think I'm gonna tell the story right. I knew this girl. Her mother had kids by a Filipino, and the mother had kids by Black American also.
Yeah.
And the Filipino, I know one of the Filipino kids treats his own sibling like crap, like shit. So if your family member treats you like shit, you can just imagine what the people who are not in the kin of you,
Are
how
not family are going to do, man.
how they gonna treat you.
And,
So
that's why I say a lot of these guys, I don't care what your skin color is, but man, you go there, wrap that rascal, okay?
yeah,
Fucking put a glove on because, like, dude, you'll probably get away with not ever having to pay for that kid, but that kid's gonna have to pay for your friggin' sins,
right.
all right? And I, I look at a guy like Brevis. He's already got two in the hopper, okay, two kids already, and he's been there a little over a year. He's got two kids. Now, is he gonna take care of those kids? Is he gonna make sure that they have American citizenship? Is he gonna make sure they're fed every day? Is he gonna make sure that they get schooling? Is he gonna become a real father? Those are the burning questions.
Now, one thing, Popeye, I will say this right here about Brevis, even though whatever he's doing is wrong, but those kids would fare better by having a white father than they would if they had.
Oh, I won't even argue that point with you. I won't even argue that.
They will fare better.
Well, Popeye, I figured out decades ago about that glove gig. Soon as I had my second son, I went and got clip. Ain't no more. That's it.
Brian said the 80s and the 90s, you have no clue, buddy, on what it's like now.
Yeah, that ain't no shit. It ain't the same. Not even close.
All right. There's one thing I do know. Okay. The infrastructure has changed a little bit. The culture has not changed. culture.
Well, it's became more Americanized.
Every year, they become more Americanized.
They
Okay,
they learn about that computer and scamming and hooking up. Yeah, they believe me. It ain't
And
it's a world of
I
difference.
think
40 years.
the internet and phones plays a big
Mhm.
part in that with the change that the
And
Philippines.
I see a lot of expats going. They are complaining. You know that. Hey, look, I'm in a third world country and I'm paying first world prices. Okay? I got a buddy over there right now. I'm like, how much you paying for your hotel? He tells me, and he, I laugh and I said, why are you paying that much? He goes, dude, that's the going rate now. They know they can get the money out, out of the canoe. They know, and they're gonna take it. Simple as that. So he's like, well, I'm gonna give Vietnam a try. I'm gonna give Thailand a try. Now, one thing I've always noticed the big difference between Philippines and Thailand. Thailand has always had the better infrastructure, and Thailand has always had way better looking women.
I don't
Okay.
know about
Well,
that.
well, actually, as far as like rent on like here a big thing is condos
Yeah.
for the for the rich guys. Condo, get me a condo. Well, you can go to Da Nang and get a nice condo in a high rise overlooking the beach across the road from the beach
Now,
for a little over $300.
the only the
And it
only
costs you
pro-
more than that to live in Cebu.
yeah, the only problem with going to Vietnam is all the hoops you got to jump through for the visa run. All right, you have to apply as an American. You have to apply for a visa before you go. Okay,
Yeah.
so you already have to have your visa, and
Oh,
but
I
other
think
countries,
I think you can get one when you land. They got a
no, you
service.
can't. You can't.
They got a service. You go over and pay them, and they go and
Uh,
get it, bring it back.
actually, actually, when Aloe went to Vietnam, he got put back on the first time he went. He got put back on the fucking plane. Told him, no, you got to go apply. I was laughing, man. And you have to apply. And there are other countries that they let in that they don't do this to. They do it to the Americans.
So,
Okay.
Pop, I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question, Pop. Do you think a lot of these countries who does that, like Vietnam does, they do it because that's the way American does it? So they treat Americans the same way America treat everybody else?
It could be. It's like a mishmash of a lot of things. It's political, geo, uh, it's also, past sins between America and Vietnam, stuff like that. And it's also just comes down to money. All right. The
Well,
big the greatest
Phil-
color on earth is green. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's
green,
number one color.
green don't do you no good in the Philippines. You bet that's a 200 peso bill. You better have some blue ones in your pocket.
Yeah. But, and these countries want the money. And if they can find a way to
Well,
get the money, they'll get it. Okay.
the big thing to me about Thailand and Vietnam is the language. I mean,
Mhm.
I was saying that like Vietnam, it's cheaper to eat a day in Vietnam, eat that pho and their little sandwiches and stuff. It's cheaper to eat there than it is to eat in the Philippines.
Oh, it is.
In
It
the
is.
Philippines, I don't like nothing they cook here.
Well,
See,
well,
and
see,
there's
my thing
one
about
thing
it,
about there's one thing about Philippines you have to understand, especially if you're in places like Manila, Cebu, Subic City. There's a lot of pollution. Okay, and if you're an old fucker, that's not going to set well with you. Okay, all that pollution. It's not going to be good for your health. Okay. And you have to consider that also, because after a while, all that diesel smoke and exhaust from all the vehicles over there that are never regulated, it's gonna get to you. All the trash
Oh,
burning.
when you go you go to the LTO to register your vehicle, you have to go to like a station like in America, and they
Yeah,
stick a
yeah,
thing up the
sure.
tailpipe and all that stuff.
They have all that, but a lot of that is bypassed with handing over the money. I mean, you
Well,
can
they do the tailpipe thing on video. They show it in that vehicle on the video. It's not going to be just something easy to bypass.
oh, dude, you
Hey,
Everything's bypassable, but I don't think it's that damn easy.
and Brian, you're right. You're right about that. Skin lightening cream is a big industry in Asia and in the Philippines, especially. Also, everybody want their skin to be the lightest it can get, and
Well, that's a colonialism in them.
that's the thing that gets me. Also, it's like you got beautiful brown skin, or yellow skin, or however you want to put it, but your skin is beautiful. And then what really gets me also is they fail to realize that Americans spend billions of dollars to darken their skin, while they're spending billions of dollars to lighten their skin. So it's
Yeah.
like it's
I'm
kind of crazy.
neither pro lightened skin or pro darkened skin, because pro darkened skin for a Casper the Ghost mofo like me means skin cancer.
Yeah,
Okay?
and you're right, and you're most definitely right, because a lot of people like the Irish descent, they cannot their skin cannot really get that dark
I'm a
because of,
Swede. I'm a
you know,
Swede. I'm as white as they make
yeah.
them. When I
So
take my
it is
shirt
what it is.
off, I could light up a dark room.
Yeah, but I always thought it was fascinating that Asians are spending billions of dollars to lighten their skin, while Americans are spending billions of dollars to darken their skin with
Well,
suntan
basically,
lotions and
it's
stuff like that.
called social status. If you have really light skin, people look at you as a in the
An
hierarchy,
educated person over here,
educated
upper
person,
class.
upper class, like that.
You wasn't a marina who worked out in the rice field.
Yeah,
And that's where I go back to the colonialism. They look, used to they were marinas, dark. And then the Spaniards came over here and they're a lighter complexion, like 50% the darkness of a local.
Yeah.
And then they became the upper crust. And then they had the ones that worked in the house and everything, not the rice fields or worked the carabaos, and they became lighter skinned. And then they also got some education, possibly. And that's why they look at lighter skin equals status, class, education.
and here's
I
here's
tell
where
10 if she comes home with any of that skin whitening crap, she might as well get on the jeepney and go on down the road, because I can get a white woman in America.
Yeah, here's where I really stand on it. Back in the day, we sailors and Marines, we nicknamed
I agree with that,
Filipinas
Brian. Beautiful women.
LBFMs. Okay, and we nicknamed them little brown fucking machines. And dude, we like them brown. Okay, and that there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I've had many conversations with Filipinas, and I said, "Why you want to destroy your beautiful olive brown skin? Why you want to do that?" I said, "Oh, that's sacrilege." You know?
And I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And when I see an Asian who got pale skin, it doesn't even turn me on. I love an Asian with dark skin, with a tan coated skin. It's like when I see, because it don't like, for instance, I see a lot of Koreans who just got this pale white skin, and it's like it's something just don't seem right about that. It doesn't seem right.
I don't know. I hooked up with some real hotties in Busan, Pohang, down there in South Korea. I've seen some really good looking Korean gals, man.
Oh, they got some very beautiful women, but even with Filipinos, Thai, Korean, Chinese, it's just when you see a pale skinned Asian, no matter what country they're from, it just seems unnatural. It just seems so unnatural.
And when they start doing the blonde hair, I go nuts. I'm like, really?
Well,
Come on.
you know what? The hair color, I can deal with the hair color. It's just the skin part. The skin
Yeah.
part would really make me feel a certain way,
Yeah.
you know. But if I see a tan Filipino with blonde hair, I have no problem with that. But
I don't really care about the skin because it don't matter. When the lights off, it's all the same color.
well,
Yeah.
it's to the point where it's like it's all about your taste in women also. Because my thing is, I love all people, but when I see a Filipino Asian who got light pale skin, I'm thinking they should be brown skin, you know, and it's unnatural for them to have this
Oh.
pale white skin.
But Van Turner, when you say the lights off and it all feels the same, I think there's one vlogger out there, Big Shot Travel. When the lights are off for him, I know it doesn't feel the same. Okay.
Yeah, well, no.
Well, man,
He goes to them booths and them damn Thai bars. That's his problem.
well, man, that's what I'm saying. So you saying when the lights off, all of it feels the same. So are you kind of hitting that you would
It all looks the same. No, come on, buddy. I ain't doing no drilling.
I'm just saying. You said all look the same in the dark, right? So
Yeah.
you might sneak up one day. You know, you had one too many red horses and the lights off, and you decide to.
Look, man, I don't get put in them positions anymore. Okay, I'm old. I know. When I go to sleep, I know where I'm waking up.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
But no, I get it though. But like I said, you know, culture is culture, and people, you know, we all need to understand each other's cultures. And when it comes to the Filipino culture or Asian culture, I think a lot of times we're a little lost because we don't understand. Like I said, I've learned a lot over the last 6 years, and I understand that a lot of people, you know, they want to whiten their skin to get a job because they feel like they get a better chance of getting a job if they lighten their skin, which I get it. You know, but I think it's so unattractive. It's unattractive.
It is. I can't argue with you one iota, and I love to argue.
like Van, your wife. I seen 10 is beautiful. She got a beautiful skin tone, the whole nine. She's a beautiful woman. And it's to the point where I understand if she came home with some skin whitening, why you will say you need to kick rocks. I get it. You know, why would you mess up your beautiful skin color just because of social ills? You know, so I get it. You know,
Well, I didn't even come here to be with a woman. Hell, man, I done had to take half everything I got for decades, and I ran across her, and I like the way she is. I did. If she was a light skin, I would probably wouldn't even talk to her.
Right. And Brian got a beautiful wife. And don't take that the wrong way, Brian. I know Jeff would try to put it out there, but Brian got a beautiful wife. But I tell you somebody else and no knock on no one, but I tell you someone else who I used to watch, and he had a beautiful girlfriend. They broke it
Boom
up.
Boss.
No, the dude that used to do porn. He had this girl doing porn with him. Damn, what is that?
Oh, the guy who lived in Manila. Rode a motorcycle.
Yeah, then he had a Marina girlfriend who had dark skin, and she had a banging body. She was very beautiful. She was beautiful. Dark skin. Her skin was real dark. And I always thought that she was beautiful. I only looked at his videos because she was so beautiful. And then once they broke up, I started watching this video. The Polish guy, he was a Polish guy. And,
that ain't the same guy.
This guy was Polish. And I stopped watching him because they broke up and she no longer was on his channel. But then that's when I found out that he was doing porn also. I'm like, he had her doing porn? He had her doing porn, which I didn't know that. But,
I never watched him.
Something going on behind the scenes.
I never really watched him, but I know who you're talking about. I saw it a couple of times. They were talking about he had porn on the side with that chick.
Yeah, he had porn on the side with her. But I thought she was very beautiful. I really thought she was beautiful. I'm like, she was really beautiful. She had the perfect skin color, and you can tell that she was kind of like an outcast because of her skin color. But she was beautiful though. But there's a lot of foreigners who got these Filipinos doing porn also.
Well, Gary, if you came over here and you walked around, say in the mall or something like that, Mall of Asia, hell, when you left, you'd have blisters on your damn tongue.
Oh,
Man.
oh my God. Mindanao. I'm not even gonna go there with you today.
Hey, Gary, black looks good on top of my
Yeah,
wife.
I'm not even going there with him today.
He don't look too black to me. Is he in a GD thing or something?
Hold
Mindanao cuck.
on.
Oh God.
Does he look like a brother?
Well, you got to understand what he's talking about. He's talking about Big Bull. He's talking about Bull here now. He's talking about Bull.
I know what he's talking about. He must have got him some of that whitening cream. Serious stuff.
Dude.
Oh,
Looks like he got dipped in uric acid.
oh my God, y'all crazy. I needed this last.
He did the Michael Jackson treatment.
Oh, also, before I forget, I want to thank everybody for their well wishes and condolences for my loss. So thank you guys for that support. I did read all the comments, and I did say thank you to all you guys individually for your comments. So I really appreciate that. Like I say, I really, really appreciate that. Thank you guys for the support on that note. Now, if y'all really want to support me, y'all hit that thumbs up button.
I thought you were going to say, buy me a coffee.
Okay, give me about 5 minutes. I'll open up all my troll accounts and hit like on each.
Oh, so you one of the ones got like 10 troll accounts there, Popeye?
I actually
10.
I got 3 troll accounts.
You
man.
got 3?
I got 3, man. And I use them when I get blocked, and then I'll come back and I'll try and be a little nicer, and say it the politically correct way, so some idiot's feelings don't get fucking hurt.
Well, thank you, Brian. Thank you for coming by, Brian. You sleep well, man. And I'll see you in the morning. Thank you. Well, Popeye, we are a little sensitive these days. We have to kind of like, be careful what we say, because we got a lot of sensitive people around here these days.
Shit.
Dude.
I wasn't raised in that generation.
Dude, I was raised in the generation where you were pushed out the door at 7 a.m. and you had to be back when the street lights came on.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. You put
Hell,
some of these idiots.
I used to ride a bicycle behind the DDT machine right in the fog, man.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, if you put some of these kids today in our positions that we're in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, they're not going to fare well.
Well, that's why you have so many kids living at home still, because they can't survive on their own. People use all different excuses. Oh, there's no jobs out there. Oh, the jobs ain't paying that much money. That's why these kids are staying home. No, these kids are staying home because they grew up spoiled. They grew up with the parents taking care of them, buying them cars when they turned 16, 17 years old. Everybody used to have a job as a teenager. You worked at McDonald's, Burger King, you worked at some fast food or some restaurant as a bus boy or a dish person. Now, these kids don't have to work when they're teenagers because their parents are giving them everything they need. And so
when I was a teenager, I had some real shit jobs, man. I worked at Burger King. I think the shittiest job I ever worked at was in Bridgewater, Massachusetts, place called Churchill Linen.
Oh, you lived in Bridgewater?
I lived in Hanson.
You lived in Hanson? Okay.
Yeah. And I worked at Churchill Linen, and I had to work upstairs where all the dirty laundry from the hospital come in. And I had to separate sheets. I did this as a summer job. I had to separate sheets, and turds rolling out of the sheets, fucking sometimes body parts, and the smell up there. Dude, when I came home, my mother would say, go strip those clothes off in the garage and get your ass in the shower.
Right.
That's how
Hell,
bad.
man, my first job was picking up Coke bottles out of the damn ditch and taking them to the local store. My next job was I was big enough to push a lawnmower. I'd push a lawnmower door to door with a gallon of gas, mow your
Oh, we
yard,
all did
and I'd
that.
mow yard all day.
We
Well,
all did that, man.
my first job was washing dishes at a country club.
Oh,
That
I,
was
are
my
you
first
from
job.
Mass originally?
No, I'm from Georgia originally.
Oh, you're from Georgia?
Yeah,
Okay.
from Georgia.
They got country clubs in Georgia.
Oh yeah. We got one in my hometown. Matter of fact, we had two in my hometown.
And you ain't never set foot in it, have you?
Hey, honestly, when I was working at that country club, it was the early part of it was the early part of the 80s. And
Yeah.
you didn't see any black people in that country club.
No, I didn't. I don't.
Other
think
than the workers. Other than the
Yeah.
workers.
Yeah,
Other than
I
the
didn't
workers.
think so. Yeah.
That's pretty much only people you seen there who was working there.
Ah,
And they was
but
all working in the kitchen. So
Y'all was eating good though, wasn't you?
hey, my grandmother got me that job, and she was a good cook, and she worked there, and it was an experience. It was a very it was an experience.
it's a
That's what I got.
unique experience.
Yeah, very very unique. But that was the start of my career.
But I will tell you this. Last night, my daughter gave me a call, and I said, "What's up?" She goes, "Oh, you want something to eat? I'm gonna stop at Burger King." I said, "No, I don't want no friggin' Burger King." Okay, because I worked there for at nights for a year and a half while I was in high school. I was the dude that at the end of the night I had to clean the grill with this crap called Hellcat.
Uh-huh.
It'd land on your skin, it would sting. Okay. You need a hazmat suit to spray this shit. Okay. And I said, since then I've never eaten Burger King.
Serious?
That's serious, man.
I
Burger
worked at
King.
McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's a couple times as a teenager, but
And I told her, I said, stop at Cody's. Get me a bacon cheeseburger from Cody's Roadhouse. I said, them country boys know how to make a burger. I said, and you'll pay just as much as what you paid at Burger King.
yeah.
Hell, when I was going to nursing school, I worked part time cooking at Mickey D. Shit, they gave me gas for my motorcycle, and I ate for free. So I didn't have no bitch about it. And back then they made like chicken fajitas and beef fajitas. Boy, I was eating them like you don't believe.
I was in Texas, huh?
Yeah.
I've ate when I was a teenager. I ate way too much friggin' Burger King, man. And just having it now is just nah.
Well, I can eat McDonald's. I can eat fast food, but I can if I want. But the only thing I don't want, but not because I'm tired of the food, because it costs too fucking much.
It costs too much and it friggin' kills you.
I can't afford it.
Yeah.
I went there one time, and I'm like, I remember working there, and I think a Happy Meal, or not a Happy Meal, but a regular value meal was like $2-3.
Yeah.
Now we paying like $11-12 for a fucking meal now. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, come on, man.
You know what I miss? McDonald's. When I was a kid, every year McDonald's would have a day where you could go in and buy a hamburger or a cheeseburger for a nickel.
God damn, Papa, you really showing your age.
Dude, I'd scrape up my friggin' nickels. This only happened once a year, man. I'd scrape up my nickels, man. Eat about like 10 or 15 of those hamburgers in one day, okay? Or a cheeseburger.
What's up, Griff? Griff's in the house.
Good day, Griff.
But nah, things have really changed. It's like now it's like even if you want to eat a McDonald's or a Burger King, you got to pay an arm and a leg. You better go.
Yeah.
I'd rather go buy me a steak now. Than go
Take out a
fast food.
friggin' loan, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy now. It's really crazy, and it's to the point where it's like, really, y'all really charging this much for a fucking meal? How can y'all stay in business? I don't understand how anyone eat fast food anymore. Because you spending the money you spend on fast food, you can go to a nice restaurant and probably put another $20 or $25 to that and have a nice meal. for the money
Dude, I
you
can
spending at McDonald's.
add $25 to that bill. Call up Cody's, tell him I want a prime rib, baked potato, and salad. Bang.
Yeah, and it's
just go up there and hand them the beeper with $200 and say, when it goes off, start cooking this food.
Yep, there you go. You killed me with that beeper comment, man.
But you know what? Everybody think the cell phones and the beepers came out in the late 80s and early 90s, but you go back to the 70s, you can find beepers and cell phones.
Oh yeah.
In the 70s, beeper was the way, and there was payphones everywhere. You can't find a payphone now.
No, you can't find a payphone.
But a cell phone back in the 70s, goddamn, they were as big as a suitcase, weighed about 5 pounds, and a minute cost you like $5 for a minute.
Yeah.
I was watching Cannon the other day and Barney Jones the other day, and I noticed they had car phones. You know,
were you watching TV Land?
No, actually, I was watching MeTV.
Because like when my daughters were teenagers, they're like, "Hey, can we get a cell phone?" I said, "You want a cell phone? Get a job. I'm not buying you a cell phone."
And that was very expensive back them days.
I treated them just like my father treated me. You want a cell phone? Get a job. You want a car? Get a job.
Yeah.
Man, I was so cheap. I'd go up and pick up a payphone and click the operator. I'd say, "Ma'am, I just called this number and it took my money and it didn't connect me. Could you please assist me?" And boy, I'd get my free phone call right there.
You know, it was so many scams going on back in the day when you was a teenager. You come with all kind of crazy stuff. I met this white guy when I was living in his neighborhood, and that's the first time he taught me something I never knew.
Why is it got to be a white guy, man? Why is it got to be a white guy?
It was a white collar crime that he had me committed. So he used to cut, like he'll take a dollar bill and he'll cut a piece of like blank paper and cut around the dollar bill, and it'll fit just like a dollar bill, right? You know those old car wash machines where you put the dollar bill in there and you slide it in?
I know where you're going with this.
This dude showed me you can take a piece of paper about the size of a dollar bill, put it in that machine, and you can push it in. It'll give you quarters. And we did that shit for like a couple years. We did this shit for like a couple years. I'm like, this dude got me committing a crime. This is my first fucking crime.
Going down the road. The road.
That shit was, hey, that shit worked. When you need some extra change, you know how to get it.
You know, I hate businesses that get pissed when you're enterprising, man. I remember when I was a kid, we'd go around, me and my brother, we wanted money for a Coca-Cola or some candy or stuff like that. We'd go around the neighborhood, we'd find the old Coca-Cola bottles that you could turn in for a couple of pennies and up to a nickel. And we'd fill the red wagon and we'd bring it down to the corner store. Oh, a cheap fucking Italian bastard who ran the corner store called my mother and complained to my mother, "Your boys are in here and they're bringing all these bottles. They're not my bottles. I'm not giving them the money for it. God damn it, tell them to stop."
Hell, like I say, that was my first job.
And when I got home, my mother kicked my ass, man. She said, "You leave old man Angelo, go down the other store when you find your bottles."
That must have been Fazio's uncle.
Yeah, probably was, man.
Have y'all ever stuck your hand up the Coke machine and pour down the Cokes? Or the Pepsi?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tell me some more good ones. I'll tell you if I've done them or not.
I'm telling you, when you was a kid, you made money the best way you know how to make money. All that extra money. Yeah. Go into the vending machines. And the vending machines used to be easy to pop back in the day. And you can pop them open and get the candy out of it, the chips out of it. Yeah.
Damn, you were into juvenile crime, huh?
He's a delinquent, just like the rest
Hey,
of us.
them days was the good old days when it came before all this real technology happened. Now you can't get shit. You can't go into the Coke machine like you used to. You know, so it's totally different now.
Well,
So my
it
first
is
when I was
what it
15,
is.
working at a cemetery, running around pulling up flowers on the grass. Griff, you just do that when you was 15 years old?
What? Go resell them?
What's up, Andy? What Andy doing? Anonymous Andy. Andy running around.
I don't see him.
Yeah, he's right there. Like he in the dark, he got a flashlight.
Oh, is he on visual?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing though. He just walking around. I know you know he's up there.
He's at the
He
man
started.
cave. He's trying to get his signal going.
Oh, that's what it is. I don't know. That's all. I'll watch Andy get himself prepared here.
And last time he was in a hotel. Maybe he's in that hotel. They didn't have too good of internet either.
And I can hear the chair fine when he's scooting around in the chair. So he got volume.
I saw them people walking on the street in the picture next to Andy. I thought, hell, he got a party going on. And that's a street in Thailand. Shit.
Oh man. Andy. You got the sniffles. You set, buddy? You all set?
Hey, can anybody hear me?
Yeah, you
I
fine.
can't believe you're actually live, Gary.
What you mean you
I'm
can't be
good,
on live?
yeah.
I've been live for 2 hours.
Hold tight. I need to. Sunday morning. Gotta get rid. I have to get rid of YouTube, Vimeo. Now there should be no echo now. Yeah.
You didn't have an echo. You didn't have an echo in the first place, Andy.
No, but I was getting the echo.
Nah, you didn't have the echo.
There we go, bro.
But Andy,
Yes,
this is the thing. This is the thing, though, Andy. You didn't realize I've been live for 2 hours.
Well, I was out on. Actually, I was having dinner with some friends of mine. I introduced them to a little bit of Japanese cuisine.
Oh, okay.
I particularly like a juicy tonkatsu. Maybe Van would be familiar with that dish.
Van just dropped down. Van dropped off.
Well, he's probably used to a dried up fucking pork chop.
Well, Andy, this is the thing, though, and I hate to say this to you, but you came at the wrong time, man.
What you're pulling out?
Yeah, I'm finna end because I've been here for 2 hours. I've been for 2
Oh
hours.
shit, man. Well, you see, like it is after 12 here, and oh my goodness,
Yeah, it's after
I
12.
blocked,
Man.
how many blocks did I get? I blocked 110 pop-ups and saved 0 seconds. You see, that's what I block out all that shit that you do, you know.
Oh yeah.
So you don't get any money off of me.
No, I do. Actually, I do.
But you get the view, but
No, you got premium. You pay for premium. Oh, you blocked the ads. You got the ad blockers.
Yeah, I got a ad blocker up there. Yeah, I've got a premium. I got a premium deal here.
But you pay for premium, right?
Hmm.
If you paying for premium, I get a cut of that.
Well, I
So
gave you a thumbs up. I I gave you a thumbs up, but does that matter?
that matters, but it'll make a difference because you pay for premium. If you pay for premium, I get a cut of that anyway. So that's all good.
Let's look at who's in the chat. I just come in. It's Willard, Griffin,
Stacy,
Stacy.
everybody done pretty much died out the chat.
But Gary,
Andy,
I have a late night thing here. I like Saturday, Sunday. I go out on the town. I'm in Korea. Like I went up Koreatown today. I particularly like.
Are you home or are you traveling?
No, I'm back in Newtown. Like I'm back. I'm in Mactown.
Oh, you Mac 10?
Yeah,
Mac 10.
yeah. I like to enjoy the life here.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're enjoying yourself. You living your life. You're making money. You living your life. You're doing everything right. Nothing wrong with that.
There's a lot of shit that goes on here that is behind the scenes. I use this hotel. It's called. I'll spell it out to you. Ausmec. AOSMEC.
That's where you have your dinner at.
No, I don't eat dinner here. No, I hang out. I use a room.
Oh, you just use the room.
And I sit downstairs and I watch the Swedes and the pornography photographers coming here with the young girls.
You watch the
And I
pornography.
can't.
You watch the pornography.
Well,
You say you watch pornography.
no, I don't watch it. I'm
Oh.
saying I'm observing. I observe the people that come here, and yeah, and it's pornography is ripe still in the Philippines. I observed young girls this morning, this afternoon, and this evening, and oh, would GD Mead be fucking interested? Oh, my mother!
So that's your question. And how much did that room cost?
For one night.
For one night.
Let me just show you around it. Well, I don't know whether I can do this on in the light that I have, but I'll try my best.
Were you in the lounge? That's not the room. That's the room or the lounge.
No, I've got a room here.
No, what I'm saying is that's a mirror behind you. What's behind you?
What do you mean? What's behind me?
Like behind you?
behind
What's behind you? What's behind you?
Behind me is the hallway.
You know what I'm saying? You're not inside the room. Then you outside the room.
No, my room is here.
Oh, that's the room, and then you can step out into the hall.
Room. I step out onto the balcony. I can see everything that fucking goes on here.
Oh, that's the
all
balcony.
the shit that goes on, and it's all the way down. And
oh, I see now. All right, I see now.
The other day, now a lot of people, there's a lot of stuff I can't put on YouTube simply because of what the content is about. But I had a black Jesus. He was standing stark, raving naked.
A black Jesus?
Yeah, black as you. And he was bollock naked. And nobody gives a shit about that shit.
And he was standing there naked. No one was saying anything.
Absolutely nothing. And
Well,
because I can't take a photograph of it simply because I would be blocked on YouTube.
well, you can blur out the private parts and still post it.
Yeah, but I was in a cab
Oh,
and
okay.
I saw the black Jesus when I was passing by.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't get the phone out quick enough to be able to
Oh, the
capture the
recording.
private
I
parts.
got. I got
Mm.
you. Oh, maybe a Diddy Hotel. Oh, but nah, Andy. See, one thing
Right.
about your channel, Andy, you can
Like I
you
say, Gary, what goes on in the field? Actually, we have a little table downstairs, and we've all decided what goes in the field stays in the field.
Oh, that's what it is. Because I was gonna say, Andy, you can make good content for your channel by just recording some of the things you see and upload it on your channel, you know, and that'll be very interesting.
No, but I don't want to come across as a blackguard or well, you know what the trolls are all about.
Nah, you know,
Um,
your channel, if you just do uploads of things you see in the Philippines, ain't no one can say you are a e-bagger or whatever. You know, you just uploading content to your channel.
but
That's all that
here's
is.
another. Now, Gary, here's another thing. See that I sent a tricycle up the road to go and get me a 6 pack of beer, right?
Mhm.
And he comes back with a small 6 pack.
So he came back with a small 6 pack,
No, he was charging me for the fucking full, for the
the four
whole,
the full size, but
for,
he brought you the
for the
small
full
one out.
size of, and I got a little mini pack. I got a little mini pack to fucking come home with.
So you paid him to go get something he didn't get.
I actually gave him a fucking tip.
You gave him a tip too?
Yeah.
Well,
Now, I know Van is gonna fucking go live it with me, because I paid 500 pesos for a little, for 6 of those. These are the little mini packs,
how many ounces?
335,
335?
335 milliliters. But it's okay because that'll take me through the night. If I wake up tomorrow morning, 4 a.m., yeah, I've got something
Griff said, "How you
to
doing, Andy? Glad you made
quench
it."
my thirst. Is Griffin in the house?
Yeah, Griff's in the house. She said, "Hi, Andy. Glad you made it."
Griffin, I had Japanese dinner tonight. I had. Can I speak Japanese?
You can speak anything you want to speak.
No, Griffin, onegaishimasu, yoroshiku, kyo wa today. Kyo wa, uh, 私は日本, what, fucking, I've forgotten me shit. Hold tight. I can't switch between English and shit. Anyway, 日本語 Griffin, 日本語わかります? Anyway, I have to wait till she catches up on that keyboard. Now, Griffin, ごめんなさい。私は今日は飲みすぎです。ごめんなさい.
Because I really want to know that she understand what you said. So come on, Griff. Let me see that you understand what Andy was saying. I got 38 people who took the poll, but I ain't got but 17 thumbs up. So
Yeah,
can I
but
get some thumbs up, please?
I
Can I
gave you
make
one of
sure
I
people
gave
who
you
took
one of
the
my
poll hit
votes.
a thumbs up for me, please? I don't know why. I don't know why StreamYards and YouTube are so slow The connection between StreamYards and YouTube is so slow.
Yeah, Gary, I stayed off the live today because, out of respect, you had a lost one, and I didn't want to go there.
Oh, you talking about last week?
No, well, what? Yeah, you lost somebody last week.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go. That's why I didn't go live last week.
Yeah, I couldn't. Like, out of respect for you, I stayed off the live streams, and well, obviously.
Well, I appreciate that, Andy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the respect. So Stacy, don't underestimate Andy. He eats natural. With that natural,
Don't
which is a
understand
superfood.
the East Net there.
Testosterone.
This is
Great testosterone. That's what that does.
now
It restores your testosterone.
now Griffin, you're talking about natto, and that's the worst. That is the worst food of. That's the worst food I could ever get involved with in Japan.
She said that's good for you though.
Yeah, I know she said that.
Yeah, it's a
But
superfood.
we're talking natto. It's the taste of it.
Oh,
It's like yeah, it's like grabbing hold of a spider web, and you're trying to put that in your mouth. I won't do it.
Oh, I understand, Van. Yeah, I kind of figured something had happened to your internet. It's all good. I appreciate it, and because I'm getting ready to end it anyway in a second or two. The only reason I stayed up in this long because Andy had just got here, and I want to give him an opportunity, at least 15, 20 minutes before I end, out of respect for him. But
Man,
did Griffin ever respond to your Japanese there? She never did
yeah,
respond to your
Griff
Japanese.
hasn't come across. Maybe like I know Griffin is Nisei. She's second generation Japanese. Maybe she doesn't understand my modern day Nihongo. But that's up to question. She could very well be. She could be very para with the language I understand. Yeah, but like Griffin, I had a great dinner tonight. I had a pork tonkatsu.
You know what? I want some salmon. That's what I want. Some
Nice and juicy.
I
A
want some salmon.
juicy pork steak.
All right, Andy. I gotta get out. I
You
gotta
know-
get out of here. I have to get out of here, Andy. But I will. Hold on a second. Oh, I got Van back up here. Hold on. You got your internet
Hey.
fixed?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I got it fixed. Andy came in and was playing with plugs on his computer, and mine fried. It's either this Chinese phone or Filipino internet. I don't know. Something wasn't working.
You need Starlink, man. Get some Starlink.
I need to get me a translator for it.
Get yourself a Starlink. Get yourself an Elon Musk Starlink.
I need to, actually.
That's talking about Elon. He's that dude is becoming very interesting to me, and I'm beginning to lose it. I don't appreciate Trump being there alongside his. He's a saddle partner.
He's a what?
He's a partner of Trump.
Nah, he's part of the government now.
We're talking about
He-
Musk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be running a department of the government, like waste spending. He's going to control waste spending.
Yeah. I'm that's not gonna go too far.
Like, Andy, the U.S. government, they'll pay like $700 for a toilet seat. that you could go to the Home Depot and buy for $7. You know what I mean? They waste money like you don't believe.
Well,
buy a boat for like $200 when you can buy it for a fucking penny.
I'm in the market. Like if Trump wants to buy one of my seats, he can have it, and Musk can have it as well.
Well, the thing with that is though, they're gonna save the money to put it in their own pockets. That's what they're saving money for their own pockets.
I don't think Musk needs no pocket money.
Like I said, some of these people, I think Musk got a lot of investments on paper. Yeah, he's worth a lot of money, but I don't think he got too much. He might have some liquids, but I think most of his money is investments.
Liquid don't make you no cash. Investments make you cash.
Yeah, it's kind of like Trump. He got that social media service, and it's worth over a couple $billion, but he can lose that couple billion like overnight. You know, so is it really? You know, it comes and goes when you got to investments.
Hey, when it plays with that, when they play with them kind of numbers, when it's up, I go run to the bank and get a personal loan real quick. Use that as collateral. Get me a suitcase of cash.
That would be a good
Gary,
business move.
Gary, I wanted to ask you. You come on Sundays.
Uh-huh.
You come on Sundays, Boston time. But I always wanted to do a warm up before you came on board.
Like an hour before I come on?
Yeah. I wanted to do a half hour, maybe an hour, just a warm up thing. And satisfy Griffin and Stacy.
Well, only thing about Griff really don't be here a lot though, because because she on California time, in which when I go live, it's only 6 o'clock in the morning there. So if you went live before I did, it'll be even earlier for her, in which I'm pretty sure she'll be asleep at that point.
That's what I was trying to say. I wanted to marry up with a bit of time where we could have a warm up before you go live, and me get the audience that you want, and stimulate a little bit of controversy.
Well, Andy, to do that with Griff, you'd probably have to do it here at 3 to 5 p.m. to get her.
You're talking about our afternoon.
Yeah, because Griff is 3 hours behind me. So when I go live at 9 o'clock, when I go 9 o'clock in the morning, it's only 6 o'clock in California. So it's very early for her. So if you went before I did, it'll be even earlier for her, because it'd be like 5 o'clock in the morning. So she's still
like Gary. Is there any chance that you could do? I know you have another show on before us. Is there any chance you could do it at a later stage?
Well, only reason I do it at 9 o'clock, because I catch the people in the Philippines, because it like right now, when I come on at 9 o'clock, it's 10 p.m. there. So that's the reason why I do it the way I do it. And it's like trying to catch the crowd in the Philippines before they go to sleep. And then, so the only way I could do that, honestly, if I can do it at nighttime here, like around 7 o'clock here at 7 p.m. here.
So that would be yesterday, my time?
No, if I did it, like for instance, today, if I did it at 7 p.m. tonight, my time, it'll be 8 a.m. in the Philippines tomorrow. Or today.
Oh, fuck. I'm still asleep.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. That's why I do it at 9 o'clock in the morning, my time, because it's 10 o'clock at night in the Philippines.
Sure.
So that's why I do it the way I do it.
You don't got no roosters around your house, Andy?
Can you hear any chickens out there?
Well, you know, tell Andy.
No.
That's why I got these clogs on.
Oh. But nah,
No.
that's the reason I said it the way I set it up. The only other option I would have, and I'm the only one that have to sacrifice. No one else will have to sacrifice. Just say I did it at 10 o'clock at night. Now, if I did it at 10 o'clock at night, it'll be 11 o'clock in the mornings in the Philippines. And Griff, it'll be 7 o'clock p.m. in California. So I could do it that way also. But the only thing about that is the people that's in England, it'll be in the middle of the night for them.
Now, talk about England people. I was planning on doing a live and putting, remember our man, what's his name? Wild Bill?
Yeah, why, Bill?
I wanted, yeah, see, like he put a program out there about 4 or 5 months ago, and he's got a bunch of buddies around him. And I thought, like, if I replay and put it on loop, that somebody may be able to recognize who Wild Bill was, because I really don't know what happened to him.
Yeah, that's a mystery.
I tried to search for him. He's not coming up. Even the people that even the live streams that I put out, he's not coming up. Nobody's answering my my messages. By the way, Gary, I'm sorry. I've had a few beers.
I
I may be
understand.
coming. I may be. It's 12. It's over 12 o'clock tonight. What time is it?
Yeah, it's after 12
Yes,
o'clock.
It's 12:30.
At
it's
12:30.
it's after 12 here.
And
Well,
actually,
I've had a bunch of beers.
yeah, Andy, actually, I hate to say it, Andy, but I got to get out of here. I have to get out of here because I got to do another show on my other channel later on, and I got to do something before I go live.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But no, I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by, and I appreciate the suggestion you made. If I can make it work in another time slot, I will. But right now, just to try to keep everybody in the loop, 9 a.m. on Sunday morning is really a good time.
No, that's cool. If you can maintain that thing,
Yeah,
or that time slot, yeah, I'll be here.
yeah.
But in the meantime, if I'm looking at the thread here, if anyone wants to chat, well, I can do a live stream now.
Yeah. Matter of fact, because it's because Griff is up, Stacy is up, Van ain't going to sleep no time soon. He ain't getting no cat tonight, so he'll be up all night. But yeah, go ahead, fire it up.
Yeah.
Fire one up.
If you want to ask the thread, do they want me to continue after you lay off this one?
Hey, Stacy, Griff, Steve, y'all, anybody's in the chat? Andy say he gonna go live. Y'all want to move over to Andy channel? He's going live.
Yeah, I can do that.
And that way, everybody just go over there. But I got to get out of here, guys. I really do. And I will see y'all next Sunday. Thank you for coming through once again. Thank you, Andy, for coming through. Thank you for support, and thank you also for your condolence last week with my situation. I really appreciate that. Until next Sunday. If not, I might see y'all sooner before Sunday. But if I don't see y'all before then, I wish all
Gary,
y'all. Yeah.
Gary, can I ask? The person that you lost, was that your mom?
No. It was my sister-in-law.
Okay.
No, it was my sister-in-law. It was if it was my mom, you won't even see me for the next few weeks. It'd be probably a good month before you saw me again for my mom.
Sure.
Yeah, it'll be a while, y'all.
Your sister-in-law.
Yeah,
anyway, condolences to your brother, and yep.
I appreciate that. So I will see y'all next Sunday, if not sooner. So y'all have a great rest of y'all night, rest of your afternoon, or rest of your morning, and we'll be talking to you soon. Thank you, Andy.
It depends on the thread. Like if people want to come up and have a chat with me.
Well, and what you can do, Andy, What you can do, you can fire it up. You can just fire it up and see who comes over there. Just fire it up and see who comes, who shows up.
Yeah, I could do that.
Just fire it up and see who comes over. All right, Andy, I gotta get out of here. I'll see you soon, man. You have a good one. Peace.